understand who Clinton is, I want you to think for yourself. Raise your own voice. I'm going with Jill Stein. Yes, I'm going with Jill. Why? Because the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton, they don't own my vote. They don't own my voice. They don't own me. I'm a free black man.
If that is your position, then I will talk only to white people.
They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel.
I'm not a super predator, Hillary Clinton.
Okay, fine, we'll talk about it.
You apologize to black people for mass incarceration?
Well, can I talk and then maybe you can listen to what I say? Okay, fine. Now, do you want to hear the facts or you just want to talk?
I know that you called black youth super predators in 1994. Please explain the record.
You know what, dear? You have a different opinion.
Many of you voting for Hillary, but that's a wicked woman. All of a sudden she know about Trayvon Martin. All of a sudden, the boy been dead nearly 2 years. Now she's talking about him like she met the mother and this is Satan. You fall for that crap. Most of you that went to jail for having a little blunt in your pocket, they arranged that. The Clintons. Mass incarceration came about under the Clintons. Don't forget that. They call my young gangbangers super predators. Call you a super predator that has no conscience, no sensitivity, like you a dog, you an animal. We got to bring you to heel. You, my young brothers, this is what she said about you. And she didn't just say it. It became law and policy of the U.S. government under Bill Clinton. She, in her person, orchestrated the destruction of Libya and the killing of Muammar Gaddafi. She lied. He was going to kill all his people. No, he wasn't. He was just going to kill those rebels that America seized on their dissatisfaction, made a counter-revolutionary move, and then used it to bring NATO in to bomb and destroy his air defense, and then move to kill him. Now Libya is a failed state. All the refugees fleeing out of Syria, fleeing out of Libya, fleeing out of North Africa is because of policies of the government of the United States of America and her specifically. But in reality, you've been on the Democratic plantation a long time. And look at what you've gained. Look at what you've gained. Oh, Hillary's going around now. She needs your vote. Yeah, she's qualified to be president. But God help you. If she becomes president, she's more hawkish than Trump.
You were against same-sex marriage, now you're for it. You defended President Obama's immigration policies, now you say they're too harsh. You supported his trade deal dozens of times. You even called it the gold standard. Now, suddenly last week, you're against it. Will you say anything to get elected? Just in July, New Hampshire, you told the crowd you, quote, take a backseat to no one when it comes to progressive values.
I take a backseat to no one when you look at my record and standing up and fighting for progressive values.
Last month in Ohio, you said you plead guilty to, quote, being kind of moderate and center. Do you change your political identity based on who you're talking to?
You know, I get accused of being kind of moderate and center. I plead guilty.
Opponents are saying that that's really part of a larger pattern with you, that you often avoid taking firm positions on controversial issues.
Sister Hillary Clinton is the Milli Vanilli of American politics. She lip sings, she gives lip service, but when it comes to policy, who supported crime bill? Who supported not just deregulating of market of banks, but also pulled the rug from under welfare?
It wasn't a lot long ago, Michelle Alexander, one of the country's foremost intellectuals and author of The New Jim Crow, said, "I can't believe Hillary Clinton would be coasting into the primaries with her current margin of black support if most people knew how much damage the Clintons have done."
I believe that we need to think very seriously, particularly as folks of color and progressives, about building either a new party or a new movement that can hold the Democratic Party accountable or provide a meaningful alternative.
We understand who Trump is. We understand who Clinton is. I want you to think for yourself. Raise your own voice. I'm going with Jill Stein. Yes, I'm going with Jill. Why? Because the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton, they don't own my vote. They don't own my voice. They don't own me. I'm a free black man.
It's time to bail out the millennials, the young people, the trapped in student loan debt. We bailed out the bankers who crashed the economy with their waste, fraud, and abuse. It's time to bail out the victims of that abuse, a younger generation that has been held hostage in student debt.
I would feel terrible if Donald Trump gets elected, and terrible if Hillary Clinton gets elected. Donald Trump says despicable things, but Hillary Clinton has a terrifying track record. Catastrophic wars, helping destroy the social safety net, creating mass incarceration, and supporting deportations. The answer to Donald Trump is a revolutionary agenda that will end the economic misery. A Green New Deal will create 20 million jobs, halt climate change, and make wars for oil obsolete. We can cancel student debt, make healthcare and college free, create a welcoming path to citizenship, and end systemic racism. It's time to reject the lesser evil and fight for the greater good, like our lives depend on it, because they do.